What's up everyone out there? My name is Rudy and welcome to Astroneer. Today we're going to be learning how to build a shuttle. Are you sick and tired of staying on the same old planet? Do you think of yourself as a multi-planet kind of person? You've been all over and inside this planet and now you're ready for a new planet? Well, that's great. We should all be multi-planet people and we should explore the boundaries and the frontiers of this universe. But to do that, you will need to build a shuttle, and to build a shuttle you need a vehicle bay. Here is a vehicle bay requiring 2 aluminum, so as soon as you can, you should build a vehicle bay, and then we just need to wait for it to power up, and then we can begin constructing our ships. Once you have the vehicle bay constructed and powered up, you can select between, of course, the rover and the truck. We will be concentrating on the shuttle, so the shuttle will require 4 compound to construct, which is a fairly easy thing to come across. You can just shift-click to add your compound like so, and then you can build the basis of a shuttle. Now, building a shuttle is the first step, and then there are a number of modules you can add to it, such as additional storage or a seat, and we're going to be talking about these different options and what exactly they mean. Also, we will go over fueling the shuttle, as it will require hydrazine to actually get you into space and to other planets. So now that our vehicle bay is fully charged up again, we see we have the option to build a seat on our shuttle. You will need a seat to actually go onto the shuttle and pilot it. There is also the option for a crane and storage. But we will talk about the seat option first, and then I will talk about the storage option after that. So a seat will require 2 compound. Add the compound like so, and construct your seat. Let the nozzle do its work. And great, there it is, so inviting and comfortable. And you can enter it like any other seat or habitat. We will want to fill our ship with more fuel before we launch though. Now, finding hydrazine for your spacecraft, you can either find it in the world on the surface or in caves. It is the opinion of this one that hydrazine is about as rare as aluminum, though of course hydrazine can also be found on the surface. However, if you've researched it, you can also construct the fuel condenser. The fuel condenser will require 2 copper, which you can construct. The fuel condenser will allow you to turn energy into hydrazine, a very useful tool to say the least. Now I know what you might be thinking, isn't this free energy? Isn't all this free hydrazine violating the laws of conservation of energy? Well, it does not, because we are using solar power and we are getting our energy from the sun or some other random star which will one day burn out and die, and it's going to be so cold. But that is not today, and in the meantime we're going to get all the hydrazine we want. Once your fuel condenser is fully charged, all you have to do is press that there, and then you will get some hydrazine. It's going to fill up with the beautiful pink liquid. It's going to fill up this canister, and it's going to take a little while. It's a lengthy process requiring lots of energy, and once that is done, just grab your hydrazine canister and bop it on into the spaceship. Now, you can go off into space on a half-empty tank or a half-full tank, however you like to look at it. I haven't done it before, but if you want to try it, be my guest. Maybe you'll become stranded in space and die a lonely, cold death, or maybe everything will be fine. It depends how wise you are. Our spaceship is now basically fully fueled. I am satisfied. Also on your ship, we have another connection node, and we can add a storage here, which you'll definitely want to do. You'll definitely want storage, so when you're traveling to other planets, you can bring various supplies that you need. You will definitely want to bring resin and compound with you for establishing your first base, and all the other materials you can usually find locally. So this is your basic spaceship. Now let's take a look at another way we can build a shuttle. Well, how about that? It looks like our first shuttle has mysteriously disappeared, but we can construct a second one because we have all the materials we need. Yes, compound is fairly common in this world, which is good because of how addicting it is. So instead of building a seat this time, we are going to build the storage. The storage will require another 4 compound. Now, of course, the main advantage with the storage is that you can bring so much more stuff with you. You could throw on that storage. You can throw on this storage. You can do all kinds of things. But where does the pilot go? There is no seat. We can't go there. So if you want to pilot this spaceship, you will need to build a habitat. A habitat can be constructed at a 3D printer if you've researched the habitat technology. It will require only 2 compound. And then carefully bring the habitat over and bop it onto the spaceship. And now you are good to go. You click on press tab to enter your habitat and you are ready to launch the spaceship. And we are afforded additional storage capacity. Now, of course, the disadvantage to this is, I mean, you need to spend more compound to build the storage, you need to spend compound to build the habitat, and you actually need to research the habitat technology, which you might not have. So if you don't have access to any new research and you just want to jump into space, then that first shuttle we built is the way to go. And honestly, you should be able to find all the materials you need on another planet. That's kind of half the fun anyway, doing all the exploration. So you don't want to bring too much stuff with you. But hey, it's your game, do what you want. But a little bit can be said about exactly what you should bring to other planets. I mean, you certainly don't want to go empty-handed. You definitely want to bring some resin and compound. But that is all a subject for another video. Thank you all so much for watching. Consider subscribing for more great Astroneer videos. And I certainly hope to see you next time for my next Astroneer video. Good luck with your astro engineering.